As you begin to take on this apostolic ministry or understand the apostolic dimension, you must understand that with this apostolic call, with this apostolic office comes warfare. There are so many people that I know, they want the apostolic title, they want the apostolic benefits, they want the apostolic position without the apostolic warfare. And they do not know the cost that it takes to walk as an apostle. With the apostolic dimension, with the apostolic mantle placed on your life, get ready for the warfare that comes along with it. Now, every ascension gift has a certain level of warfare, but the apostolic warfare is totally distinct from the other ascension gifts in the warfare that they have to face or be confronted with. Now, you must understand that when you continue on in this apostolic call, that warfare will continue to happen. Paul says in 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 9, he said, "A great and effectual door is open unto me, but there are many adversaries." So warfare is normalized in the apostolic career. But I don't want you to be afraid of that, because whenever there is warfare, God always gives his apostles sufficient grace to continue on plowing the ground and establishing kingdom order in the region and the metron he has assigned them to operate in. Because every time you begin to show forth or begin to express your apostolic mantle, there's always terrestrial agitation in the earthly realm, and that terrestrial agitation is being affected by the celestial agitation that you're causing to happen in the second heavens, or where the principalities and also spiritual wickedness in high places are dwelling. And so you need to understand that when you start operating in this apostolic ministry and continue on to be an apostolic voice and operate by apostolic grace, the devil will always operate through demonic engineering to sabotage your apostolic call and your apostolic progress. But you must understand that true apostles, they will always make their face like flint. They will always keep their face like an adamant stone, and they'll continue to press forward, establishing the kingdom with kingdom strength and kingdom power. But I want to bring you into certain identifications and certain agents of the devil that you might have to face or endure or even confront when it comes to establishing the apostolic ministry. Because you are setting order and you are operating by a higher authority, there will always be a spirit of Jezebel that will rise up against you. Jezebel does not only confront God's prophets, but Jezebel also fight against God's apostles, because Jezebel does not like spiritual authority that comes from God. Jezebel is a spirit of independence, and sometimes Jezebel can be covert or she can be overt. She can openly confront you, or she can subliminally undermine your authority. Jezebel has a spirit of independence. She has a spirit to be by herself. Now, let me tell you something. I want to share something with you. The spirit of Jezebel can also operate in men as well as in women. But you'll always detect a spirit of Jezebel, because Jezebel is always seeking to take the place of high authority without process. Jezebel appears to be prophetic. She appears to be a prayer warrior, or he appears to be a prayer warrior. But at the end of the day, there's a hidden motive that I don't want to submit to apostolic authority. I think apostolic authority is weird, and I'm going to fight against it. Okay, so Jezebel will always seek to dilute apostolic authority because she does not want an apostolic thrust to happen. She does not like apostolic momentum. The second agent of the devil you need to deal with is a spirit of Korah. There will be some people that you train in ministry and you raise up in ministry who will begin to think that God is speaking to them just like he is speaking to you. And the spirit of Korah does not like to be under apostolic accountability or covering. As a matter of fact, Korah's name means bald-headed, which means that I don't like covering and I don't like to be accountable. So there will be ministers and there will be even elders and people that you place as leaders in place, and they will make the commitment. They will make the commitment through the ordination that they're going to submit to you, they're going to follow your leadership, they're going to be accountable to you. But at the end of the day, some of them would never be accountable to you. You would never know where they're at. You'll never know what they're doing, because they don't like checks and balances. They feel like God speaks to them and God has graced them just like he graced you. So there will be Korahs who create cliques who will come against your apostolic position. But you've got to continue on in the love of Christ and also continue on in the strength of the Holy Spirit to confront this spirit and deal with it. Also, there's a spirit of Absalom. Absalom are those individuals, those spiritual sons and daughters that you raised up, you developed properly, but somehow they did not like a correction in a particular season that you gave them correction, or a rebuke that you put inside their spirit, or something you probably did that you even must know offended them. And the spirit of Absalom is people who hang around